Good morning, everyone. Jus4SweetZ here. We're going to get out of the realm of our holiday stuff right now, although this can totally apply to it. And we're going to do something that you can use. It's actually you can use it during your holidays to make desserts, and it's going to be an easy chocolate ganache. And you can use either white chips, milk chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, whatever flavor chips you want. You can even use butterscotch chips if you want to. And normally ganache is done over a double boiler. We're going to make it nice and easy today. So I have 1 cup of milk chocolate chips. I have a cup of half and half, and I heated it up in the microwave to the boiling point. So depending on your microwave levels, I would say go anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5 minutes. You'll see it start to bubble up, and then and then you're done. You just want it to get nice and hot. And then you're going to need a little bit of vanilla extract. So I have a bowl. I'm going to go ahead and pour those chocolate chips into the bowl. And then what you want to do is you want to add that hot steaming half and half. Now, normally for ganache, a lot of recipes when you make it, you use heavy whipping cream, and I normally do use the heavy cream. But trying to cut costs a little bit and calories, not that half and half is much better, but it's definitely better than heavy cream. I decided to go with half and half. And if you want to get even a little bit lighter, you can also use whole milk or 2%. I wouldn't go with fat for your skim. I don't know what your ganache would turn out like, but I went from the heavy cream to half and half to kind of save money and some calories. And so we have the glass bowl, and we just put our 1 cup of chocolate chips in with a half a cup of hot milk over the top of it. And we're just going to let it sit because that milk's going to kind of take over and heat that chocolate to the point that we can stir it and get the consistency that we want. Ganache is a very simple thing to do. It's just chocolate and milk, basically. And it kind of acts as an icing or a frosting on top of cakes. I'm going to actually make a microwave cake today. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. If you don't know how to do that, I have a couple videos on microwave cakes. I've 2 different ones. I think I have a lemon one, and gosh, it's been so long, I'm not sure what the other one is, but it's under microwave cake. I'm going to make one of those for work today, and I'm just going to use a simple ganache frosting icing to go over the top and make it as easy as I can, just for customers and stuff to snack on throughout the day. So that's what I'm doing with my ganache. But you can use it on cookies, you can use it on strawberries, you can use it on as a dip. You can use it on cupcakes. I've seen it done with the cakes in a jar. You bake those. You go ahead and, bake your cake in the jar, and then just use the ganache as the frosting. There's just so many things that you can use ganache for. It can be used as an in-between with frosting. On cupcakes, you dip it in ganache, and then you put frosting on top still. So that's for the people that really like chocolate like me. So this has been sitting, and as you can see, our chocolate is melted. It does not take very long. And you're going to go in there and you're going to stir because you want that chocolate to be all mixed together. You can see our milk. I'm going to make sure that you're getting this view here. Let's get this cup out of the way. Okay. Go ahead and just keep stirring. Now it's going to look thin. Don't get discouraged. It thickens as it cools. So it's not going to stay this thin. And I am actually going to add a tad of vanilla to this, maybe about a half a teaspoon, just to give it a little bit of bump. And if you would rather use coffee, you can make it like kind of mocha ganache and just use a dash of coffee. Or if you don't want it to thin out, you could just use like coffee powder and make a mocha ganache. And you just want to keep stirring, and you want it to be nice and shiny and silky. And as you stir, it cools. All of our chocolate is pretty much melted in there. So we are going to just keep going with it just for a couple minutes, and as it cools, it's going to thicken right up. Now, if you're using heavy cream with it, it thickens a lot faster. The thinner the milk, I think the longer it takes for it to thicken up, but it's okay. You know, it just depends on how much time you have, what kind of flavor you want. Obviously, if you use heavy cream, it's a little bit silkier and creamier. So it's all in your preference. Okay. So it's all mixed well. The vanilla's mixed in there. Like I said, you could add almond extract, make a chocolate almond, or the mocha powder or the espresso powder, you know, whatever you want to do with it. Just be careful. You don't want it to get it too liquidy. All right. So this is going to go ahead and start cooling, and I'm going to go ahead and bake my microwave cake. So that is our easy chocolate ganache. Now, it looks like chocolate milk right now, but if you let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, you're going to have a nice creamy ganache. I promise you that. I don't have, you know, editing, so 10 minutes you'd have to wait for me sitting here talking, and that just wouldn't be fun. So you just have to take my word for it that this turns out great. Make it at your house, and like I said, you'll see that it's kind of thin. Do not be discouraged. Give it about 10 minutes, and it's going to be the consistency that you want. It's going to be shiny, silky, and ready to put on a cake or cookies or strawberries or whatever you want. And the traditional way is over a double boiler. This is our nice easy way, so I'll go back over that again. We need 1 cup of chocolate chips. You can use milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, butterscotch, whatever flavor you want to use. So it's a 1 cup ratio of chips to a 1/2 cup ratio of heavy cream preferably, or half and half. And if you don't have either of those, you can use whole milk. Try not to use like 1% or skim. If you have 2%, you could even try that. And just heat up that milk to boiling point, pour it over the chocolate chips in a glass bowl or some kind of bowl, let that sit there and steep for a few minutes, melt that chocolate, use a whisk, stir until the chocolate's melted. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Add your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract or almond extract, and stir that in, and then you're just going to want to let this sit for about 10 minutes and start to thicken up as it cools. And then go ahead and pour it over your cupcakes or your microwavable cake or anything you want to do with it. And it's easy, and it makes things look beautiful, and it tastes really super, super good. So anybody can do this. So go and try it out and have fun with it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. You've heard this spiel before. And I'd love for you to share it on your Facebook page. Share it with your friends and family. And go ahead and go to my Facebook page, Jus4SweetZ. I'm finally in the process of getting some videos downloaded. And join my page to see what other kinds of fun things we do. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, next video, God bless.